Disclaimer: I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. Greetings, Gap Pals and Gap Pals. It's me, Camden, on channel Camden. Phineas and Ferb. So Phineas and Ferb is a show released in 2007, and it ended in 2015 on Disney Channel and Disney XD. It's about two boys that invent things in their backyard, and their sister Candace always tries to bust them and start snitching on them. And there's also their pet platypus, who is a secret agent. Just remind me. Hey, where's Tom? I mean, Tim. Hey. Which me, growing up, loved Phineas and Ferb. And they cross over with another show. They cross up with the Avengers and Spider-Man. Sadly, not that one. Not that one. Oh, not that one. Ultimate Spider-Man. Not that one. Not that one. Or that one. This one, yeah, definitely that one. Ultimate Spider-Man. The cartoon. Ultimate Spider-Man was a show based on the comic book character Spider-Man that was released on Disney XD from 2012 to 2016, which stars Drake Bell as the voicing role of Spider-Man. And the show was mixed behind fans. My thoughts was it's fine, though some of the jokes can be a little annoying and try too hard to be funny. But overall, it actually has some pretty cool moments and some really good animation. The show is fine, it's passable. You check it out if you want. It's on Disney Plus. Yeah, that show was fine. Nowhere near terrible. But then again, yeah, some of the jokes were a little annoying and it was a little too in your face. But overall, it has some good tributes to comics. And it's not really that bad. It's okay to decent. I was more elaborate on my review that I made like about a year ago. Correctamundo. So yeah, in 2013 they cross over. They cross over with the Ultimate Spider-Man versions of Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. And I loved it as a kid. Me now, I love it. So you know that segment is about to come up. Childhood Talks. Yeah, I loved it as a kid. In fact, I was kind of obsessed with it because, you know, two of one of my favorite shows came together. So, of course I would. Also, I was wondering why Captain America didn't show up in the show since Red Skull was there. And yeah, that's all I have. Childhood Talks or something like that. So, let's get on to the review. So, it starts with Phineas and the gang being in space, and there's a whole song number and everything. And then they go back to Earth. Yeah. Meanwhile, Perry the Platypus fighting Dr. Doofenshmirtz, objectively one of the greatest villains in cartoon history, and don't at me, I am objectively right.
Perry the Platypus, you're not getting out of that. It's hydraulic. I don't know if you're aware of this, but my brother Roger is the mayor. All right, I may have touched upon the subject from time to time, but you know, I figured why not mention it again just for clarity. Anyway, that job just... Oh, see, that's one of those hydraulic lines that goes to your... Ah, come on, one kick and you destroy my innate? All right, and what, you're just gonna thwart and run? I thought this was going to be a special extended episode. Curse you, Perry the Platypus!
Often Doofenshmirtz's new innator, which is the power drain innator, hits New York and it starts affecting some of the heroes. What the heroes are doing, you may ask. They're fighting MODOK, Venom, that guy from Iron Man 2, and the Red Skull. Okay, I was doing that on purpose. I know the guy from Iron Man 2 is Whiplash.
I whip him up. It's cold. Move your big tin missiles.
What was that?
I don't know, but they're getting away. Whoa! Well, that's new.
Spider-Man 2 type beat.
Something's wrong. I can't move.
Hey, Iron Man. Are you gonna move? Whatever. So yeah. Iron Man can't move, Spider-Man lost his powers, Thor can't lift his hammer, and the Hulk is still the Hulk, but can't lift things and he's not as strong. If they lost their powers, why wouldn't the Hulk turn to Bruce Banner? This is not a nitpick, it's just... So then Nick Fury tells him about Phineas and Ferb, so then the Avengers go to their house.
Yes, we would be Spider-Man. If we actually did it, but like I said, I don't think we did.
You can't see it, but I have a rather severe look of disappointment on my face.
This'll turn that tin crown upside down.
Juice in a box? We have nothing like this in Asgard. Straw cannot penetrate.
Hey, calm blue ocean. Let me take care of that for you, buddy.
Thanks, Isabella. Well, the power siphoning ray originated in the tri-state area.
Then Candace shows up.
Tinkering in the basement, so I'm in charge. That means no shenanigans. Hey, Spider-Man. So I'll be over at Stacy's all day.
Yes, Candace is fangirling over the hero. So she's probably the one with those weird fan fictions on Wattpad, and also complaining on Twitter about how Steve didn't stay in the present with Bucky. So the villains meet with Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
That's what they sing at the end of the birthday song. And, well, you know, at least they would have if anybody ever sang that song for me. Anyway, hey, the floating head and little arms thing. I tried that back in the 90s. It will give me the powers of a sloth, which are...
Are you sure this is the right guy?
MODOK is infallible.
Then he must be toying with us, playing us for fools. He's even more diabolical than we thought.
Seriously, I'll be able to eat this whole branch, but, you know, like, slowly.
Hell, little did those villains know that Dr. Doofenshmirtz has a terrifying backstory that's worse than theirs. See, I have a whole list of all the things that happened to Dr. Doofenshmirtz as a child. You see, their parents made him dress up as a girl, and also he was as a gnome and out in a yard. He also, his brother was more favored than himself, and also his balloon friend fell away. And yeah, I know a lot about Phineas and Ferb. They taught me what the end of a shoelace is. Okay, so then the villains and Dr. Doofenshmirtz have a song number and they do silly things around the town.
Listen to me, my evil buddies and me and my evil friends. When we're out together, wreaking havoc, the fun just never ends.
Also, Dr. Doofenshmirtz says this to Red Skull. Are you the guy with the flaming head, or that's a different guy I'm talking about?
Monkeys. Do not understand.
I do.
I understood that reference.
Then they go to the mall and the heroes showed up, and their powers are even more mixed up. And this is how.
Yeah, I could get used to this.
I have a feeling heights. Could you please put us down?
Iron Man must have Thor's powers.
Well, at least he can move now.
Everyone has new superpowers except Hulk. He must have Iron Man's powers, but without the suit, there's not much there.
I am feeling entrepreneurial.
At least his vocabulary's improved.
So give me the hammer. What do? I just stick out my hand, right? Come on, baby. Come to Papa.
That is not how it works.
What do you mean? I've got your powers.
Wielding Mjolnir is about worthiness, not power.
Really?
It's a fine distinction, but an important one.
Potato, potato.
I do not know what that means.
Look, it was an accident, but I can still help. I know that the villains will...
No, you don't know. The entire tri-state area and possibly the world is at stake here. Honestly, Candace, if you don't know what you're doing, keep your hands off the machinery.
Well, then maybe I should just leave.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Oh, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Phineas is a little mean this episode. So yeah, the heroes fight the villains at the mall, and then they beat up and are lost. But then they're saved by Super Agent P.
Hey, duck guy. Thanks for the rescue. Do we tip him?
He's not parking our car.
I just don't know the etiquette.
Ah! But mighty friend.
You know, he seemed vaguely familiar.
You think that was Howard the Duck?
Time is of the essence. We've got to... No, it wasn't Howard the Duck.
I understood that.
And they try to make a new machine, and that machine exits, and Candace messes up again, and it turns Baljeet into Hulk Jeet. And Phineas has a fit again.
Wow, there's something you don't see every... What? What?
Really, Candace? Do you have any idea what you just did?
I was just trying to help.
Well, your help this morning messed us up so badly, we came this close to being wiped out at the mall. I thought you would have learned your lesson.
Usually not like this.
But no. You show up again to help, and now Baljeet has been Hulkified and is rampaging who knows where. And we're back to square one with restoring the hero's powers.
But...
This is just too important, and we can't afford any more setbacks. I'm revoking your shed card. You have to go, now.
Oh, Lord. I'm very disappointed with the drama we caused in the studio today.
Don't ever make... I've always told her, don't ever make Phineas angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
We get on a silly little tricycle.
Candace, we're in a hurry. Just get on the trike and
There's
we'll go.
no way
Get on the trike!
Oh, and the villains betray Dr. Doofenshmirtz. They don't know a good villain when they see him. So anyway, the heroes fight the villains, because you know it's all about courage and heart, and being a hero is more than powers and stuff like that.
Sure. Now that you have no powers, you have no friends, no allies, you have nothing!
We have a Baljeet. Oh, my bad. Apparently he prefers to be known as Hulk Jeet. And this thing.
The car!
You think it's a bird? It's with us too. Flying duck with his beaver tail. We got him. But I got a level with you.
So then, Candace and Isabella, they accidentally go to Phineas's spaceship, and then they found the energy to restore the heroes' powers. So then they go down to that park, and then the heroes get their powers, and then an epic fight happens. Then they win, of course, because good guys win and bad guys lose. There's not a single thing where the good guys lose. Come again? And it's a mid-credit scene.
Sit out there. Yeah, and what's your secret identity? Buford, a hero never reveals their secret identity. Sure they do. Watch. Ducky Momo.
Ducky Momo?
Also forgot to mention that Phineas and Candace made up and they're getting along again. Thank gosh we got the old Phineas that we know and love. Mean Phineas scares me. It's actually as great as I thought it was as a kid. Actually a nice little crossover, nice interactions and funny jokes. Some fourth wall breaks as usual for Phineas and Ferb. And it has nice animation as usual. So, if you like Marvel, you like Phineas and Ferb, or both, you'll enjoy it. 9.9 donuts. Basically enough Call of Duty. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. But not a mean comment. And also, shout out to Ultimate Spider-Plush for, you know, that video of a Spider-Man plush trying to crawl and falling down. Yes, this Chad right here. Anyways, adios amigos.
Aquatic, egg-laying mammal of action. He's a furry little flatfoot who'll never flinch from the fray. He's got more than just mad skill. He's got a beaver tail.